Beer time, kids. It's a little earlier than I usually go today, but I've got band practice tonight, and I wanted to try this beer that's got. You know what? I might as well just grab the glasses because I have to admit, sometimes I can't read the print. So, 6.8 alcohol by volume, and this is called Dead Guy Ale. Rich malt aroma, hints of caramel, toasted grains, smooth mouthfeel with well balanced bitterness, complex yet approachable. And it's got a 5 point star on the side of the can that shows toffee at the top, malt, bitter, roast, or nutty. And it looks as if it's got full toffee and full malt, but just a half of bitter and nothing in the nutty or the roast of the grains. Let's see. Brewed by Rogue Ales, Newport, Oregon. Established 1988. That's a fine, fine year. It is a Maibach style ale. And it is, I'm not exactly sure what store I got this one from. Might be Zimmerman's out in Addison, Illinois. So, but the can. How could I not pick this guy up? Man, how could I ignore that happy little guy sitting on the can? Let me give you the rest of the candor. There you go. Gander at the candor. So there's the standard government warning. Don't get drunk and pregnant by a dead guy. And I also have a special vessel treat for us today. I was sure I had one of these in the house, but I don't always have motivation to look for things. But this was left in my house by the people who owned it before me. A couple of old folks, they moved out when they were in their 80s. We moved in when we were in our 20s, so we've been here for a while. And I've got a Ham's Beer schooner, or goblet, if you will. Born in the land of sky blue waters. From the land of sky blue waters. Isn't that sweet? And I thought, since I've got a nice dark ale here, why not give this thing a try? And I could pour as violently as I want. So, cracking the can. Let's see what it looks like. It's a 12-ounce can, and this is a 16-ounce schooner. So I thought I could pour it as violent as I want. All right, it is a cloudy amber in color. And the head, which is collapsing rather quickly but still leaving some elements behind, is an off-white. So, interesting smelling beer so far. I haven't even stuck my nose in it, but I could still smell it wafting off. Yeah, I'm getting that yeast. And I'm getting, the caramel, the toffee, if you will. So, and the head has collapsed. So, I don't know how it's going to taste. I've never had one before, so let's see let's just dive right in, kids. So, it's got a lot of hop to it. A lot of hop, which surprises me that the head collapsed because it's got so much hop flavored. That's usually what determines how the head behaves. It's interesting. It's a little bit more bitter than I thought it would be based on this 5 point star on the can. Because bitter, it says it's only got half that, but I'm getting about a 4 or a 5 out of this. I'd say no. I'm going to change that to a 5 or a 6 because the bitter is lasting. Um, let's take a swallow and go slow, and I'll see what I can bring out of it, if you will. If you will. All right. So, sort of inert in the mouth. It's just a liquid. There's not a lot of flavors bursting while it's in the mouth. So it is smooth in that sense. I could tell there was a beer in there. After I swallowed, there was all sorts of bright notes on the front and front top of my tongue, and the bitter washed over the top of the roof of my mouth and to the back of my tongue, and that was a burp that I talked through. So let's just get that one out of the way. So, um, let me see. There was one more thing I forgot to read. There's a little circle that I just noticed that there was words now. Live now, rest later. That's cool. All right, this does not taste like a standard Maibach to me. It's got a very very complex flavor. Not all notes of it are pleasant. Some of it is weighing on me strangely, but I am intrigued by it. I took a big swishy swallow there. See what it did on the sides of the mouth. It lingers just a little bit, but not crazy. That those hops are lingering a little bit, and I'm getting the malt, a lot of the malt in there. It's not a sweet beer in any way, shape, or form, but sometimes on the front of the tongue it gets a little bit. Just bright notes that you could mistake for sweetness, but it's not a sweet beer. Very complex. I'm not sure what to make of it. I wish I had more than one now, so that I can continue to analyze this deep into the evening, if you will. So, what are my opinions on this? If I saw it in the store, would I pick it up again? Yeah, probably because I want to analyze it deeper and deeper and deeper. So it's rather tasty, but it has notes and stuff that don't necessarily chime my bells, if you will. But that doesn't mean I'm not liking it. Because sometimes with beer, there are things in it that make everyone who drinks beer go, eh, what was that? What? You know? And the hops linger a little bit, which I don't usually like, but I'm not sure what hops they used in this because it doesn't really have them listed on here. I like Rogue Brewery. I believe that was out of. I thought it was out of California for a while, but I'm not sure if they're even still in business. Who knows? Let me see if got. I don't want to turn it upside down because I'll just be pouring beer all over the table here, and I'd rather not. Let's see if I can read it upside down. Want to chat? Text us. And it gives a phone number. This was canned in September 2025, it looks like. I'm really trying to read this because it's printed up at the edge. No, 2022. This was canned in 2022. So, but I know that I purchased it this year. I remember that. So, it's still quite a viable beer, even though it's been in can for 3 years. Almost 4. Another 9 months, it'll be 4 years. But I'm intrigued by it. I wish I knew more about what they were trying to do. But this is a good beer, just not as good as others I've had. So if someone handed this to me at a party, I would love to talk to whoever handed it to me. I would drink it happily. But I would also talk about the aspects of the beer and the various flavor profiles I'm getting out of it. Ooh, pardon I burp. So, my verdict is that I would probably pick this up again to share with my friends because they like beers and sometimes they like heavier beers than I usually would do. So, and this is a heavily flavored beer. So, if you like beer flavored beers, you won't be disappointed in this beer. You won't. If you like IPAs, I think you won't be disappointed in this beer. It has a different flavor profile and mouthfeel than like a Scotch ale, which is a very heavily flavored ale, you know. But this is very tasty, and I'll give you guys another gander at the candor. So if you see it in the store, I don't know how you'd mistake that guy right there though for anything but this dead guy ale. Dead guy ale. There it is. Give you guys a closer view of that. And the flavor profile there you go. You got to hit it at just the right angle to see the darker part is the profile that it's matching. So, because it's silver on gray on black, so beautifully visual. Not always great for the camera. So, anyway, if you liked what I did here today, do me a favor, hit that thumbs up. And if you want to know exactly when I post these videos, you can always hit the notification bell. But if you have friends who like beer on the same level that I like beer, if you've stumbled across me and thought, I'm going to watch that idiot with the fez and see what he's got to say, do me a favor, share the channel with them. And if you want to talk to me about this beer or any of the other beers that I have had on this channel, please make use of that comment section down below. I will see you guys next time. I've got an awesome beer to share. Thanks.